Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Nashville. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offensively, here come the Tennessee Titans, and that quarterback spot is going to be one to watch going forward. You think about Week 6. Marcus Mariota struggled. Ryan Tannehill comes in. By the way, Week 6 just not a good day for the quarterback class of 2015. Jameis Winston, 6 turnovers in London. Marcus Mariota, 7 for 18, just 63 yards before being pulled.
And remember, he had 0 turnovers in his first 5 games through 2 interceptions in Week 6. And really struggled with the pass rush of the Denver Broncos. They couldn't get the offense going. He ends up getting benched for Ryan Tannehill, who many wondered if he had been brought in not just to backstop Marcus Mariota, but to eventually replace him. His time could be now. We'll see how Tennessee decides to do it going forward.
His appearance in Week 6, speaking of Tannehill, 13 of 16, 144 yards, though he did throw one late interception.
And he threw that in the red zone, so he had a chance to kind of seize the job. But he made the same type of mistake that Marcus Mariota made. So it's a big decision coming for the coaching staff of the Titans. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You got 3 down.
Ready. They'll toss it to Henry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm not ready. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
That's how we do it, baby.
You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
58 for Mike, 58.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Here they come, and they are off a 23-17 victory in Week 6 over Cincinnati. Lamar Jackson, boy, career-high 152 rushing yards in that game, 21 shy of Michael Vick's single-game record of 173.
And in this era of mobile quarterbacks, maybe he's become the standard bearer. Because we're talking about a guy now, this game, the first quarterback in the Super Bowl era to pass for at least 200 yards and rush for over 150 in a single game. And you know that that's part of their offense. You have to plan for it. Yet he still carved it up with 152.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny McCall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
You. Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. I got you.
Get it. Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Watch out.
General West.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. They can't hang with us.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Cut. Watch the ship. Hey.
Yeah.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Pilot, 64, win. Ready.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Two times. 3 out.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Five. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Parkey with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ravens here going to get the football back on offense, but let's look big picture at what's going on right now. They lead the AFC North by 2 games, and I know we're only 6 weeks in, but that's a nice little cushion.
It's an excellent cushion because you had to consider going into the season, and you had to figure Pittsburgh would be right there neck and neck with them. Baltimore, you knew, would be a contender. And, of course, Cleveland was everyone's darling in the preseason. So to be 2 games clear at this point of the season, that's big for them. The best part, they can actually extend the lead. They go to Seattle, and they can play with just about anyone. Have an open week, home to the Patriots on a Sunday night game, and then a rematch with the Bengals. You have to figure at the least they win 1 of those 3, maybe even 2.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. And he's got Snead. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Ingram. Oh, he shifts past him. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee Titans coming back out here on offense. This is a team that's in danger of falling off of the pace in the AFC South, because now they're 2-4 after 2 straight losses. 2 games behind the Texans, Charles. And next up, that's the good news. They will have 3 of the next 4 at home.
And I think a lot of the teams in the South thought that they could keep better touch with the Texans last week because the Texans were in Kansas City. So while you don't count games beforehand, they kind of did. They thought that'd be a loss and that would keep them closer. That was a huge win for the Texans to help separate. But 3 of the next 4 at home for Tennessee. They get the Chargers, who have been struggling, and then the Buccaneers right there in Nashville. Then they go to Carolina, who's been playing awfully well, and then back home for Kansas City before they reach their open week. The tale of their season could be told before that open date.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Come. 5.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Here we go.
Patrick Owasor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6. At the 16-yard line.
Mike, 58.
Yep.
Mike. I'm scared. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike.
I'll go.
Right there.
Shoot.
From the 16, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down.
25. Check 25.
First and goal
Check
at the
25.
4-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Cut.
Big ass.
Hey, Echo. Clear.
Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. can't get him down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check, 55 to mine. What up? 55 to mine. 81.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson now being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here. Starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
Still 2nd down.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On the ball.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's get it.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Joker.
80 weapon. Hey, wahoo. Hit it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
48 Mike. Rip right.
Hey, orbit. Big grip.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
Let's go, 5.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Brewer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
58.
Hey, Charlie.
58. Come on.
Get up. Get it.
Again, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Get up. 90 Wolf.
Hey.
Hey, zoom.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
On first down, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Go team, spill. Hustle, hustle. Shoot.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Now Tannehill completes it to Davis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On the ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Matchbox light.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Ready, ready.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Ready.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Right.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the number.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
I smell fear in that offense. Check your hot read.
Now.
To throw is Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said, into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13.
That's it, baby. We got work.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this show.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Not only have they completed a touchdown on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seeming... has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got him in. It's Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Henry. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Okay, double up.
Set, go. Right on.
Tannehill. He finds Humphries. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, 59 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Less than 90 seconds to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. Well, they talked about limiting some of his running. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot for Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10.
We got this.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.